First thing I wanted to talk about was the Deion Sanders situation. Him with the Buffs. Um, I want to grade him out with a C plus, and I'm giving him a C plus because he exceeded all expectations. No one expected him to come in and get W's. Colorado coming off of some of the worst seasons ever. And he came in and got wins. But not only did he get wins, besides the one blowout, it could have been two, I'm not sure, but they competed in every game. That says a lot about him. That says a lot about his coaching staff. That says a lot about his players. They believe in him. They bought into his system. And now it's time to give him his flowers. He did a phenomenal job with what he had. I'm ready to see what the next 3 years will bring for him, because now he's able to bring in his recruits, those recruits in which fit his system and style of play. That's what's going to solidify him as a coach, when he's able to get in the players that fit what it is that he's trying to do. This year he may do with what he had. He had some great transfers come in and they filled in quite well. I take my hat off to those kids because they played their hearts out. I know it was a different style of coaching. I believe in the old school style of coaching, and it's discipline. Discipline. Nothing outside of that. It's focus and it's producing. Every man is held accountable. Now, I hope he stays at Colorado and gets some recruits. I'm seeing all the sayings that he'll be leaving and going to these different schools. I hope he give it a chance, because that school did right by him. And again, I don't want to tell him what to do because only he know his path. That's in life, and that's as a coach. He know where he wants to go. I know he expressed he doesn't want to be an NFL coach. I don't blame him. Coaching some kids who make more money than you're not going to get them to listen. But I think if they can buy into his system, he can make an NFL team successful. The situation with his offensive coordinator, I hope that get worked out, because they've been together for a very long time, and I think they had a lot of success together. The offensive coordinator has to realize that he's not the head coach, but he has a job to do. On the other hand, for Deion, you have to understand, you have to separate your kids from players. You can't be riding coaches every time they get on them. And I feel like that had a little bit to do with it. The dad stepped in the way of the coach. You have to let them do what they do. Now, I don't know, but if a player is not listening, what do you think a coach is going to do? Get on him. But what's going to happen when dad gets on me? They're just going to stop talking. And I think that was the situation there with Shadua, an offensive coordinator. He got to the point that he was damn if you do, damn if you don't. And he's just shut down. So I think the switch of putting him up in the booth was probably a good thing. I'm sorry, they put him on the field. I believe. I'm not sure where they put him. However, I think the switch was a good switch. I hope they can mend that relationship, because they were friends as well. As far as Shador coming out, going into the NFL draft, I think that is a good thing. And I think he'll be a highly drafted quarterback, because he was one of the most productive quarterbacks in college football today. He's very precise. He knows the game. He knows his reads. He knows where to place the football. He doesn't have many turnovers. Can't beat that. Imagine him behind a good offensive line, what damage he does. He looks like Brady in the pocket. He's so precise, and precision is just there. He know his reads. He know where his receivers are going to be. He has the ball sitting there waiting on them. That's a recipe for wins. And I think he's going to do some great things on the next level, and I hope to see him on the next level. I know he's coming out. I know Deion and the guys are going to have him ready to go. It's time to see what he's really made of. I know Shiloh, I'm not sure. I think he's coming out and going into the draft as well. I think he'll be productive, but I would like to see him one more year in college football if he has that year, because I would like for him to form his own. Everything was formed around Shadua, so he didn't really get the shine that I would have liked for him to have. I think another year of coming back, knowing the system, getting stronger, being faster, I think he'll be more productive and he'll get more shine. And I think that'll push him up the draft pick as far as safeties, because you got to remember there's a lot of safeties coming out this year. And I don't think the picks are more so on name. That's why I feel like he needs to come back and produce one more year. Although he had a phenomenal year, and he will get drafted and he will make it. The kid knows his stuff. The kid knows his stuff. You can't take that from him. However, Buff fans, if Deion comes back with staff, I think you're going to see a better football team, a better, well-rounded team. He won't have the pressure of his kids there, and he'll be able to actually sit and put some puzzle pieces into play, and we can see how it formulates, along with the coaching staff that he has. I mean, he has one of the most phenomenal coaching staffs in college football. You can agree to disagree, but I think they were very productive. And imagine what they would have done with a lot of five-star players and big offense and defensive lines. That team would have been unstoppable. But he dealt the hand that was given to him, and I have to give him props for that. Hey, till then, I'll see you guys again soon.